Hi guys, this is just Mensah of the Brew Show, and unless you've been living in the past or under a rock or something, you are definitely going to be aware that the Premier League is back. It's commencing on Friday, the 16th of August, with Manchester United taking on Fulham at Old Trafford. And understandably, it's time for people to place their predictions on how they think the season would unfold, and in particular, who they feel will be in the top four at the end of the season. So, in this video, you are going to hear from a lot of my friends, and they are going to share their 2 cents and more on who they feel will be the top four contenders and the final four at the end of the season. So, let's hear from them.
Hi guys, my name is Leroy Hodgson. I'm an Arsenal fan. When it comes to my top four, I think that Aston Villa, with the signings they've made this season, are going to surprise. I think Manchester United are on the right path right now, but I don't think that um, that means that they are going to make it into the top four this season. I think they need to be patient with Ten Hag, and though I honestly believe that there could be a better manager for the job, but they should be patient with Ten Hag and let's see what he can build with the team. In third place, I think Liverpool again. Once again, I think Anna Slot has a good team, though there needs to be some signings made. I hear they're looking for Zubimendi right now, but they need to replace Joe Matip and a number of other faces as well. But I think that Arne Slot has a good squad there. Hopefully, during this preseason, they'll be able to adapt to his system, and then maybe at the end, at the latter, or should I say, at the second half of the season, they'll be able to pick up and sort of get into the groove and take go on a run to make them get to that third place. For my second spot, that's going to be a very tight one. I think that if Arsenal doesn't get enough and two more signings, for now I think they are going to get Mikel Moreno. If Arsenal do not get the two more signings, that's a striker and a winger to back up Bakayo Saka, I think Arsenal is going to be second. So for now, I'll put them in the second place because they've not made those signings. So for now, I think Arsenal second place. Manchester United, Manchester City, I believe will be number one. If Arsenal again don't make those two signings, I think they have a very strong squad. Though I believe they are losing Julian Alvarez, and it looks likely that Edison will also be leaving the side. I think that they still have a good enough squad to take it, and you have to always look at that angle of Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest, if not the greatest manager of all time. I think that he is a good enough. He can take that side again to another season, to another win, a fit. Let me just say a fit title win for the side. So yeah, that's my top four. Aston Villa, Aston Villa, Manchester. Sorry, Aston Villa. What am I saying? Liverpool, Manchester, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Those are my top four. But if Arsenal makes those two signings, Arsenal is number one. So those are my sign. Those are my top four for this season.
Hi, my name is Princeton Radio here at Asase Radio. I'm a Barcelona fan, but in England, I'm a Liverpool fan. These days, I support Arsenal. I think that the 2024-25 season is going to be more competitive because Arsenal have beefed up the squad in some ways, especially in the defense. We expect them to perform better, even though last season they were the best side in defensive metrics. Um, in terms of winning the title, I still think it's still in the hands of Manchester City because of the manager there. He's an animal. He always wants to win. Pep Guardiola. So as long as he stays there, you always take him to be the favorites to win the title. And the squad that they have is incredibly talented. I mean, the talented squad. They've replaced Alvarez, who's on his way out, with Savio from Brazil, and you expect Man City always to be in that position to win the title. It's about getting getting to the 90 points mark and hoping that Man City don't play at the best of their level. That's for Arsenal. So I'll pick City to win the title again. That doesn't mean that Arsenal will perform poorly in the season if they don't win the league title. But I still expect them to give them a run for their money as they did last season. This time, more closer competition. So City to win, Arsenal again to finish second, because I think they are the second best team in the league. If they had signed a pure number 9, I think that they will take it to the wire. This time, you wouldn't predict it like City will win it at the end. It will still be a competitive league. So Arsenal to finish second. And then in third place, I think the third force in the league is Liverpool. Yes, they are bringing a new man in Ancelotti, but they themselves, I said it, that it's no difference with what Klopp did with them and then Ancelotti is doing with the new side or did with his PSG side. So I expect them to play similarly like they did, and more dominating in terms of keeping the ball and creating more chances. So, and they have the firepower up front. So Liverpool, I expect them to be in the third position. And then the fourth, I expect another surprise finish in there. Last season was Aston Villa. This season, I think that maybe Ange Postecoglou is doing something in the shadows, and I think that they will pop up and finish fourth in the league this season. I expect them to be in there. So Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and then Tottenham to finish in the top 4 finish. As for United and Chelsea, they will be languishing in somewhere sit and fit. United, they've made a signings, but I think that they are still yet to be one of the forces to reckon with in the league. As for Chelsea, they still have to figure out what they will have to do in the season. Enzo Maresca in the preseason hasn't been very impressive for me. So my take on these teams, and that's my prediction for the season. Yeah.
So for me, I think this is in my top 4 would be Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and then Manchester United. Of course, I'm Jones and I'm a Manchester United fan, but then I think that Arsenal can build upon what they did last season, and they can actually go out there to win this time around. And for City, they would also be good. But I see City having a dip in form, and Arsenal will not repeat too many mistakes. So that's how come I believe that Arsenal will win the league and City would be second. Liverpool are going to be very, very interesting. I'm actually seeing a surprise from Liverpool because they've been super in preseason, but I don't think that we can judge them just with preseason. We want to see the league starts proper. When everything gets serious, then we can actually know if they are what they've been in preseason. For Manchester United, we are still building. We are bringing in the right players. At the time of this video, Wan-Bissaka had just left. We've brought in Mazraoui and then Delete. So it will take some time for United to actually get there. But then I think that United can get top 4, and then Aston Villa can be in the 5th position.
Hello there, my name is Eklu Michael. I'm here with my top 4 finish for the 2024-2025 English Premier League. You know the season is starting this Friday, and yeah, my top 4 finish, and the team I think will clinch the ultimate. So at number 4, I'll go with Chelsea. Chelsea, I believe Enzo Maresca and his team has what it takes to finish in top 4 this season because of the couple of signings they've made. And number 3, I think I'll go for Liverpool. Liverpool with their new boss Ancelotti. I think they also have what it takes to finish in the top 4. Number 2 this year for me will be Manchester City. Manchester City will be number 2 because I believe Arsenal has what it takes to win the league this time around. With the signings Mikel Arteta is doing, and I think they've learned some lessons over the 2 seasons which will propel them to clinch the title this time around. So my predictions for top 4 finish are Chelsea at number 4, Liverpool at number 3, Manchester City this time around number 2, and Arsenal to win the ultimate this time around. Let's see how it goes. The league starts this Friday. Fingers crossed.
Hello, I'm Daniel Mensah-Arthur. James, I'm here to give my predictions on those who are going to be top 4 for the Premier League. Now, I'm thinking about a different style of play which is going to be implemented in this year's Premier League, where we are going to have fast-paced wingers. So I'm looking at teams who have such players. And we are looking at teams such as Manchester United, we have Manchester City, we have Newcastle United, we have Liverpool, and we have the almighty Chelsea. But actually, I'm still tipping the blue side of Manchester to top this. So Manchester City is winning their 6th consecutive Premier League, their 4th consecutive Premier League, sorry. Then I'm tipping Liverpool to be runners up. Then I'll go for Arsenal. Though they have been impressive in previous years, I think it's going to be a difficult challenge for them, with analysts using Salah and Jota, and also Luis Diaz, who are very pacey and consistent because they have less injury records. Then my 4th team is going to be Newcastle, just because of Isak. If he's able to stay consistent, I think he's going to help the team. So I'd like you to like my page on Facebook, Eagle Eyes. Thank you. Bless you.
Okay, so for what we saw of Arsenal last season, okay, and if they're able to fix their striking position, I'm thinking that they should be winning the EPL next season. They've already added Calafiori, and I'm sure they'll make a signing before the season starts. So it puts them in a very, very good position to win the league the upcoming season. That'll be my top team for the EPL. The second team would have to be Manchester City. They are still strong. I mean, it's an undeniable fact that the Pep Guardiola factor is really, really helping them. And so I see them challenging Arsenal for the trophy, but eventually they will play second. That's my prediction for Manchester City. They've not been so impressive. Yes, you might not want to use the Community Shield in assessing them, but I think that they are not as strong as they were last season. However, if they are allowed to go on a long run of victories, then you trust the Pep Guardiola factor to work, but I'll still place them as second. And then my 3rd team would have to be Aston Villa. I'm tipping Aston Villa to place 3rd. With the manager, I think he has enormous experience in the EPL, and for what he was able to achieve last season, placing them 3rd will not be wrong. And then, unfortunately, it's the only team as things stand now, they have not made a signing, and it's Liverpool. I'm placing Liverpool at 4th, thinking that they should be placing 4th. That is if they're able to add a player or 2. If they are not able to do that, then I would rather put Manchester United in 4th place at the expense of Liverpool. I think that Liverpool just need 1 or 2 signings to be in the top 4. If they fail to do that, then Man United should be in the 4th position at the end of the season.
Another terrific season is upon us. Excited to be part of it as a viewer, as an opinion maker, as an analyst, and then as a pseudo player in a sense. Let me see. This season promises to be exciting. We see the mixed bag of new coaches, 2 new coaches, board-headed Arne Slot and then Enzo Maresca, who would look to add more competition, more verve to the Premier League. And we see the stalwarts, the Guardiola, the the Mikel Arteta, who will look to stamp their incursion and also usurp Man City. Man City are bona fide leaders. For me, if I will pick someone who I feel like they can still take it again this season, because they've kept a core of the squad, the De Bruynes, the Rodri, the Edersons, and then they've kept Haaland. Maybe they would have missed out on keeping Julian Alvarez, but I think that still Man City have a formidable squad who know themselves 4 or 5 years playing together. They have a solid team and they can take it at number 1. Number 2 this season as well, I feel like it will still be Arsenal. Arsenal, for me, I felt like last season they could take it at number 1, but they missed out on the mark based on some key points they dropped. Against Man City, we know they'll bring their metal and they'll bring their all to the party, but I don't see that happening again this season. I feel like they are set up to be also runs. Their defensive record is good and all that, but Man City, even though they lose against some of their keen close competitors, they win big at some away fixtures, which redefine the season for them, which is why I think will set City apart from the other teams. Number 3 for me this season will be Liverpool. I have a feeling that Arne Slot will bring some verve to the squad. He hasn't shaken it up too much. He will definitely use to stamp his incursion. For him, in his record from the Dutch league, etc., he stamps his incursion before taking the league a season after. So we look to see, but I feel like he can take it up with a Man City, with a Man United. He can take it up with Arsenal. He can take it up with Chelsea. But I don't see him going all the way because this will be new for him. He's trying to get the players to adapt to his style of play, etc. So I see them to be taking our number 3. Number 4 for me, I'll give it to Man United. Although Eric Ten Hag has set his incursions right, and then set his standards, and then looking to possess or dominate in this season, I feel like there's still something missing in the team. The acquisitions they made, there's some good bargain with the acquisition of Mazraoui and then Delit, but there are still some young players there who I feel like are not ready yet. They may feel the heat, the injury sensations of the Premier League. All in all, we're looking forward to a good season. It will be amazing, and we can't wait to be there with you guys and then give commentary. Thanks.
So thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm sure a lot of you have varying opinions on who you think your top 4 would be. So kindly let me know in the comment section. Do you think it will be Manchester City again? Do you think it will be Arsenal? Do you think it will be Liverpool? Do you think it will be Manchester United? That's not my top 4, by the way. Do you think it will be Tottenham? Do you think it will be Aston Villa? Do you think it will be Chelsea? Do you think it will be Newcastle? Would somebody else finish in the top 4 this time around? Let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the Brew Show on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on X and on Threads and on Instagram. Don't forget to follow us again on LinkedIn. Don't forget to like and follow on Facebook. And regardless, keep in touch with me as James Mensah on Facebook and on LinkedIn, or as jbrew3690 on X and on Instagram and on Threads as well. Yeah, TikTok too. Just get in touch and stay blessed.